Hey, this is Bob from Retrovolt Arcade in Calamasa, California. It's the 4th of March 2026 already, and just want to do more of a long form video, which I'll probably stick on our YouTube channel, which I don't use very much. So if you're here watching it from our socials, you want to find out what I'm going to rattle on about for the next few minutes, thank you for being here. Like and subscribe, I guess. So I get asked this question a lot. Can I help you open an arcade, or can I give you advice about opening an arcade? Just to give you guys a bit of background on myself first, I've been doing this full time for over 10 years now. I've been here in Calamasa, California for coming up for 9, and then before that we were in Redlands, Mentone for a year, 16, 18 months, something like that. So Retrovolt's been around. It's always something I wanted to do. I was a full-time IT guy for many years before this, and decided to follow this dream. And can I help you do the same thing? Maybe is the quick answer. I get asked this a lot, a heck of a lot. And over the years, I have spent many hours with sending emails, business plans for people, Zoom calls, in-person meetings for people asking for help to start a new arcade. Now, out of those people, I think maybe 2 are in the industry today. It just shows you how tough it can be to get started and get going, and I can understand why someone would want to reach out and talk to someone like me who's got some experience in it. My first thing I would always say is, I know how to run Retrovolt. I don't know how to run your business. I don't know what your business looks like. Just because you want to open an arcade and I have an arcade doesn't mean they're going to be the same, and they shouldn't be the same either. I'm very firm believer that successful arcades should reflect the owner's taste, the customer's taste, and the community as a whole. And that's something we try to do here at Retrovolt. I don't think there is a formula that you must have this machine, and I'm going to buy the very big machine and it's going to be a hit and all this type of stuff, and it's going to bring in people from miles around. I'm a firm believer in that. I feel like you have to have some of the staples, NBA Jam's a good one to have, for instance. Get one of those. Get a Donkey Kong, get a Street Fighter 2, those type of things. But don't, when I first opened this arcade, my collection consisted of really bizarre vector games by Atari, because I enjoyed them. That's what I collected. People didn't like to play those. There's a reason some of them didn't sell very well back in the day. They're very difficult. They're difficult to maintain. That's another thing. And so that was a mistake I made. People will love these Atari games like I do. No, they don't. Like some of them, but they don't like them all. So you have to be aware of what it is people want to play. What gets played a lot, that kind of thing. You'll sometimes only find that out by buying a game for a stupid amount of money, and only to have it sit there burning electricity and very few people playing it. Believe me, we've done that with pinball titles and arcade titles. We've had stuff that I bought and I thought, this is going to be a hit. No, it wasn't a hit. And then we've had stuff that I've picked up for a few $100, and people love the crap out of it and they'll play it endlessly. So be in tune with the gaming world, retro gaming world. That's a good piece of advice, I guess. Have a list of stuff that you like, that you think others might like. Don't be afraid to change tack like I did when I first started. We were primarily late 70s, early 80s classics, golden age classics, and before that, and just didn't get as much play as some of the later titles in the 90s and the 2000s. Believe me, some of the other 80s stuff, Donkey Kong's a great example, Pac-Man's another one, always will get played. Be aware of that. Be willing to change. Don't have something fixed in your mind that this will work and this will be it, and I'll show them. No, they will show you, and if you've got any sense at all, you will adapt and overcome. What else do I believe about the arcade business? One, it's very tough. What you need to be able to do. I would say it's extremely important to be able to fix these games yourself. I think you're going to save a lot of money to do it. There are not so many repair guys around these days fixing CRTs for you. And if hobbyists volunteer to come and do it for you, you'll be working on their time frame because they're hobbyists and they've got a life outside of arcade stuff. So if you can't fix the games or you don't have any knowledge, basic knowledge at all, I would say learn before you do this business. Learn at least the basics, and then as you go, learn more on the job. Have a clear vision about what it is you want to do. Do you want to be a barcade? Do you want to serve alcohol? Do you want to serve food? Do you want to just do something like we do, where we're just an arcade? That type of thing. There's pros and cons to all of those. I had a background in the bar industry when I was much, much younger, many moons ago, and it's not an environment that I particularly enjoy. So we go more for the sort of like family orientated, anybody can come here anytime kind of thing. You have to have a clear vision of what it is you want to do, what it is you can bring to the game. My advice is always going to be talk. I've never charged anybody for any advice, and it doesn't matter if I've sat on Zoom calls, met in person, written 50 emails to the same person backwards and forwards, written a business plan for someone one time. I think that you have to have your own stamp on your own arcade. You can't be you could be a copy and paste of Retrovolt. It's not gonna work. We could be a copy and paste of someone else. It's not gonna work. You have to have your own identity. I think you have to give people a choice. There are, for instance, I think 5, maybe more, arcades like us, or we're like them, however you want to say it, within 40 miles of here, 50 miles maybe. And I believe that we all do different stuff. We all, the basics are the same, but we all do different stuff. We offer different things. We have a different spin on stuff. Pricing's different maybe, whatever it is that we do. So try and stand out, try and be your own place. Anyway, at this point, I'm just rattling on. If you do have any questions about opening an arcade, drop a comment, shoot me a text. I can help you, like I said, with the very, very basics. This video is much longer than I thought it was going to be. Hopefully it made some sense to some people. Good luck to you. Go start an arcade. I hope it works.